Yo, what's up, guys? So it's time for another installment of these anytime, anywhere, any deck, any table, any situation type of card tricks. This is the second installment of this series, so if you missed the first one, I'll leave a link down below in the comments so you can catch up, and I'll even make a playlist so we can all catch up on these together. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a version that's totally impromptu of Harry Lorraine's The Sloppy Card Trick. Now, usually this requires, in the old version, you need the salt to do it, which is crazy, and in some versions it requires a crimp, or in some cases of my own, requires a pencil dot, but in this case, you can do it any deck, anywhere, anytime, no preparation, and you're good to go. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's what this trick looks like. So a deck can be borrowed, shuffled, whatever, and when you get the deck, what you want to do is have a card selected like this. So I'll just get into it, I'll just show you what it looks like, alright? So do me a favor, pick any cards, throw this one right here, remember that card, I won't look. That's about the middle of the deck, wouldn't you say? About 26 down, yeah? But if we shuffle the deck, there is no way that anybody could know now exactly where that card would end up, but that's fair to say. But we'll try this. We'll try something with intuition with you today, okay? So I'm going to make piles of cards like this. And as I do, just name any number between, say, I don't know, 1 to 10. So maybe they say, I don't know, 7 in this case, okay? So 7 is going to be our lucky number for today. All right, so now let's try this. Let's try to make this as random as we can. So do me a favor, pick up any pile of cards that you want, okay? So maybe this one right here, we'll put it right there. Next, pick up one more pile, okay? So this one right here, we'll put it on top of that. Just touch one, okay? So that one, that goes on there, and finally we'll just put that one right there. Look how random that is. You made all the choices. You picked any card. The deck was shuffled. You assembled the deck however you wanted to. And what was the number you said? It was 7. Watch, if we go like this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What was your card? The 2 of clubs? Well, today it looks like you do have some intuition. Alright, so here is how you do this trick. You want to start out having a card selected and then control that card to the top of the deck, okay? So you can use any kind of control you want as long as it's deceptive and it's on top of the deck, okay? So any one will work. The way I did it is I just did the old convincing control by Ed Marlowe, like this, blah, 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 your cards about the middle, right? And then, so now it's on the bottom. So then what I did is I just shuffle it back to the top like this, and we have it on top for our control. Now, the reason why I like to do that is because when I say, look, it's about the middle of the deck, about 26 down, but I want to make sure that nobody knows where it is. So by giving it a shuffle now, we can't really be sure exactly where it is, right? That's fair to say, boom. And so I think a control like that is pretty good to use. But if you don't want to use that convincing control, you can just as easily do a double undercut or something like that, okay? So maybe with a dribble, say stop, remember that card, in this case it's the 6 of spades. As you close up, just keep a break under it with your pinky like this, and just do a simple, like a cut like this to the table. So now it's on the bottom of the deck, and proceed with that shuffle to the top. Any control like that will work as long as it's on top of the deck and they think it's in the middle. Now, what you're going to do is start spreading over groups of cards, I'd say a half dozen or so, like this. And as you do this, I'm gonna make some piles of cards. And as I do this, just give me a number. Name a number out loud from, say, 1 to 10. And so at this point, you want to have at least half the deck left in your hand when you make the piles of cards, okay? So now, whatever number they say, you want to put that many cards on top of the pile. So, excuse me, one less. So if they say 6, you'll put 5 cards on top of that first pile that you made, which is the target pile, okay? So let's say they named 5 in this case, and you don't want to stop. You want to keep going like this. So we'll just do this. We'll restart. So remember, it's right here. I'll keep it face up. So as I do this, make piles, just name any small number, say between 1 and 10. So they name 5. Boom, there's 4 on top of there. You don't want to hesitate. You don't want to stop. Just make it look and seem like it's very random, right? So, but you want to keep track of how many cards you put on top of that first pile, which in this case, 1 less than 5, which is 4. I'll give you another example here. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, but I want you to see and observe the naturalness and the smoothness in which this takes place. Okay, so again, we're here, and let's say they name I don't know 8 in this case. Okay, so do me a favor, as I do this, as I make a pile, just name any small number, say between, I don't know, 1 and 10. And they say 8. Okay, so we're here. Don't hesitate. So there's 3 and 3, and then there's one more to make 7, right? So you can do it. You don't have to do it all at once. Just like when you go around, just like keep in your head, keep count. So the first one was 3, then another 3, and then 1 to make 7, and then it'll be 8. Okay, so you get the idea. Now you start squaring them up, and you say, look, let's make it even more random. And at this point, you just equivocate them to have the last pile go on top of the cards here. All right, so you say to them, look, pick up any pile you want. And so if they go for this pile here, say perfect, put it on top of any other pile, boom, put those on top of any other pile, boom, and put those on top of there. You just want to direct them, and it's very easy to make sure that this target pile goes on top. I'll do it one more time. So we're here. Let's say they go for this one here. So perfect, put that over there. Now pick up another one. This one here, put that on top of there. Now pick up any one of these and put them on top of there. And so they do. Now pick up the whole thing over here and put them on top of here. And the whole thing seems chaotic and random, but you're just directing them to put the target pile on top of the whole thing. It's very easy to do. So now you pick it up and you say, like, think about this for a second. You picked any card, shuffle it back into the deck. You picked any number, and you assembled these however you wanted to. There was no way I had any control over that whatsoever. And this is a test of your intuition. Let's see if you have any today. What was the number you named? 8? Check this out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What was your card? 6 of spades? Boom. Now, the original version didn't have this pile making at the end. The way Harry did it was like this, blah, blah, blah. Name any number between 1 and 10. You want 3. There are 2 for 3, right? And then we'll just pick them back up. And Harry just did it on his own like this and made it seem very sloppy. But I think giving them free choices at the end, get those additional choices, I think it makes it stronger because it was all their choice, and in their mind there's no way that you could influence that, right? So in my opinion, it makes it stronger, but it's up to you however you want to do it, Harry's original version or this version here. I think both are good. It's just however your style is, and I hope that you give it a shot. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this video. It truly does mean the world to me. And so if you learned something new and if you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and sub to the channel. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.